Right. Hello guys, welcome back to some crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC. We're going to take a look at the BTC dominance and all that good stuff, and what type of price action we could anticipate over the next like a few weeks, few months regarding the BTC USD price. But we're going to take a look at the BTC dominance and see and try to figure out like how the BTC dominance is going to be, impacting the rest of the alt and all that good stuff, right? So if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to join our public Telegram group, link in the description. You can also join the Discord public group, link in the description, and all that good stuff, right? So now, let's go ahead and dive into the BTC dominance and take a look at what what happened over the last few years and so on, right? Since like basically 2017. Okay, September, as we said, has not been a great month for most for these alt and even for BTC. All right, so now what happened back in September 2017, right here, as you can see, we did get a nice double bottom, triple bottom, whatever you want to call it, right? And we basically pump all the way up to the upside. Basically we you got to understand what's going on, because if you did not trade it live, or you did not basically hold some alt back then, you might not understand what I'm talking about, right? So we basically bottomed somewhere around like September 2017, and we pumped all the way up to the second week of December. That's when BTC peaked at 20k, and after that alt season started, and BTC dominance dumped all the way down to like roughly around like a mid 35%, right? The first week of January. So, and as you can see, like since January, right, January 2018, BTC hasn't retested the lows right here, okay, just by like a 35%. Okay, the lowest we got on right now is like 39-40%, give or take, right? So basically after January 2018, as you can see, September 2018 also, right, we picked right there, created a beautiful pattern right here, okay, and also got another breakout all the way up to September 2019, right? So September, once again, September 2017, September 2018 right here, right, 2018 right there, again September 2019, right? Remember, September 2018 down to September 2019 down to September 2020, the BTC dominance was just correcting, okay? And after that, we got another correction for like a 4-5 month correction all the way up to January 2021. That's when we started the alt season. So if you take a look at it right now, we're back to September. Are we going to be getting another pump to the upside, or are we just going to correct and dump just like what happened back in September 2017? And that's what I'm expecting. But in the short term, right? So let me explain to you what I just said, right? Right here, back in September 2017, right here, we basically double bottom, created a three-way move all the way up to 67, almost 70% dominance before dropping 50%, okay, from 70% all the way down to like a 35%. Are we going to be creating the same type of price action where we're going to be pumping all the way up? I just don't know as of now. I'm just speculating, right? Retesting 50%. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to go all the way up to 60% and all that good stuff, but as of now, what I'm expecting is like a potential push at least up to basically 48, okay, if and only if we do basically break out below the 38%. What I mean breakdown, right? Breaking below the 38-39%, we could at least see a BTC dominance all the way up to 48%. But you're gonna be like, Sen, why do I care about the BTC dominance? I'm holding alt, right? I don't care if the BTC dominance goes up or dump all the way down to 35%. Yes, you gotta be, careful, and you gotta show some basically respect to the BTC dominance. Even though the BTC dominance is not directly correlated to the BTC price action, you still have to basically pay attention to it. What I mean by that is like the BTC dominance can go up, right? Even if BTC drops, okay? BTC dominance could be going up even if BTC dump all the way down to 30k or 40k, whatever you want to call, right? The BTC dominance can also go up when BTC pump to the upside. You see what I'm saying? So it is not 100% correlated to the BTC price action. It only correlates to the it only gives you basically the relationship between alt and BTC. For instance, if BTC pumps right all the way up to let's say let's take a look at the BTC chart right here. Let's say BTC pumps right there all the way up to 60k or even higher, right? If altcoins don't pump with BTC, right, what will happen to the BTC dominance, right? The BTC dominance will basically pump to the upside because alt not pumping with BTC. Okay, so now let's take a look at it like this, right? Let's say the BTC dominance, not BTC dominance, but the BTC USD price action, right, decides to basically create a zigzag formation and try to retest some lower prices. I don't care, I'm just pointing down. And altcoin, right, altcoin could basically dump also, right, dump faster than BTC. The BTC dominance will be going up at the same time. Okay, the BTC dominance will also be going up. So you can't just say like, oh, the BTC dominance is gonna go up, so I'm gonna be holding BTC or I'm gonna be shorting alt. So you have to wait for a proper confirmation to see what BTC bulls or the BTC bear is going to be doing, and you basically follow the trend. Okay, so something to keep in mind, it is not a short-term analysis, so I don't expect like the BTC dominance to start like a skyrocketing like tomorrow or next week. So it could take a few weeks, okay, to break out, like let's say even end of September, or even end of October and all that good stuff. I don't care about the timing. All I'm saying is the structure is there, right? It could even like move sideways right here, right, and still pump later on. We just don't know. But all we know is like we're getting a double bottom, and September is basically a turning point for most of the September 2021. Thank you, man. So for most of the time, okay, September is a turning point. So gotta keep that in mind and keep some BTC. If you're looking to buy some cheap alt, keep some BTC. Even if you're keeping some cash, you just don't know what the BTC dominance will do. Okay, I mean, you know what the BTC dominance is likely to do, but you don't know what the BTC price action will do. So you have to also keep some cash just in case BTC USD decides to take a pullback, and you're still going to be buying cheaper BTC and buy some cheaper alt with those BTC later on, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC price action, right? Not in terms of timing, but in terms of basically price action, right? So if you take a look at it right here, MACD and RSI, both of them pointing up, right? So you take a look at our MACD on the weekly basis, we did cross bullish, pumped to the upside right there, all the way up to just about like a 49%, right? Right around like a July 22nd, July 23rd, that's when I started being bullish. I wasn't even paying attention to the BTC dominance, but the bottom formation we had for most alt or even on BTC, right, was beautiful. So we basically started being bullish just about like a July 22nd, okay, at the very bottom. So we were kind of lucky to basically catch the bottom. It wasn't intentional, we just just trading. So and we luckily basically cashed the bottom on that 3-day candle breakout from like a 31k and all that good stuff, right? So what we're looking at right now, if you take a look at our RSI right here, it is also looking nice, right? Beautiful, okay, beautiful high lows right there. MACD, beautiful high lows, right? Not crossing bearish right there. So that is a good sign for the BTC maximalists, right? They're gonna be like, okay, I gotta save more BTC because everything is pointing up, right? So it means like I gotta sell my alt into BTC and all that good stuff. I'm not saying to do it or that's what will happen. All I'm saying is we got a pretty good chance, okay? We got a pretty good chance for the BTC dominance to basically take care of business over the next like a few weeks and so on, right? In the short term, alt, they're still looking good, but when BTC breaks out to the downside, it doesn't give any warning most of the time, right? So you're just gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, what's going on, man? I went to bed with some beautiful setups. I woke up, and everything is messed up and all that good stuff, right? So keep an eye on the keep an eye on the BTC dominance for a potential move all the way up to 48 or even high. Okay, I don't have any target above 48, but let's see what type of correction we could get once we hit 48 to 50% pullback, right? And everything could be basically now we can basically forget about everything, right, regarding this setup if we break out below 38%, right? Something to keep in mind. If we get this breakout to the downside, it means like we most likely not going to get a reversal, right? So something to basically also keep in mind and not be extremely bullish on the BTC dominance, right? So now let me take a look at the chat room. Hey, what's up? Beatbox, thanks a lot for tuning in. Okay, in the house. Baba Yaga in the house. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. Pablo Escobar, Pablo Escripto in the house. Gizmo. Hey, what's up, Alan? Thanks. There is no audio. Okay, I think the audio is back on, right? So I know Pablo Escobar would have said no audio. All right. So guys, let me know what you think about the BTC dominance. Are you bullish on the BTC dominance, or are you still going to be bullish on alt and don't care about the BTC dominance and all that good stuff? So let me know what you think, okay, in the comment section or in the chat room, right? So because a breakout could basically, man, I don't know, if BTC breaks down like what we had back in May 2021, just by like May 14, May 15, right? We could see a big alt dump. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, that is the only problem. If like we're going to be reversing back up to 48%, right, and BTC going to be dumping hard, that's not going to be good for alt. Most likely we're going to see those late July 2021 prices and all that good stuff, right, for most of these alt. But let's see. Okay, let's see. All right. So Baba Yaga is bullish on the BTC dominance, so it means like you at least gotta be holding some cash in BTC and just and just be patient, right, after that. So now let's go ahead and move on to a BTC price action, right? So when we take a look at the BTC price action, what we were anticipating when price action was going up, what we were saying was like, just be cautious, guys. We're gonna get some sort of shakeout. We knew it. Okay, we talked about it over the last few weeks when BTC was going up. We said just keep an eye on the 46, 47. If we drop lower, we still got the 3D 21 EMA for a potential support, just about like 42, 44 area. All right. So as you can see, we dump all the way down to the 3 days. Okay, not 3 weeks, but 3 day 21 EMA, just about like a 44K, even dump all the way down to 42, right, depending on which exchange you're using. So now we got a nice support, still not closing below the 3D 21. That's a good sign, okay, especially knowing like the BTC dominance is bullish, right, could be bullish, right? BTC staying above the 3D 21 could be a good sign for the BTC bulls, okay, especially the BTC maximalists. They're going to be going all in and all that good stuff, right? So staying above the 3D 21, that's going to be a good sign over the next like a few days. MACD still not crossing bearish, so that's a good sign. So 3D, it is still bullish, okay? Short-term resistance, it is going to be just about like a 54,750. As we said last time, we didn't quite hit it, right? We got stopped right around like a bears basically showed up right around like a 53. Okay, so did not get the chance to hit the 54,750, right? So if we get a breakout above it, we could be looking for the 58,666, okay, over the next like a few weeks and so on. Downside support, it is going to be right here, our previous resistance. If you guys remember, 38K was a huge resistance, okay, before the breakout to the upside. So if we get any dump to the downside, we could be looking for the 38 for a potential temporary support, and we're going to basically reassess after that, right? So we know our upside target and we know our downside target. Either way it goes, it is still going to be what, bullish, okay? A BTC if BTC drops down to a 37, guys, that's going to be a great add-on. If it pumps to basically a 54, 58 range, it means like, you know, BTC dominance could be going up and art could be getting cheaper, and we could be, you know, reaccumulating more art. So either way it goes, I'm fine with it. I'm bullish on both sides, a dump or a pump, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on the lower degree. Okay, on the lower degree, if you're in my, you know, public group, we talked about it yesterday. Okay, both public and premium group, right? What we said was like right here. So make sure to join the you know, Discord public group, or the you know, Telegram public group, because I sent an announcement yesterday, right, talking about the bullish divergence on our 6-hour time frame, and we were expecting what, a pump all the way up to what, 47.6, okay, 46.900 up to 47.600 going to be you know, temporary resistance. It is almost a nice 7 to 10% pump depending on where we're going to get the rejection, right? So if we take a look at it in terms of Nachi right here, Fibonacci, we could be looking for a potential move all the way up to 48.9, right? A move all the way up to 48.9, because BTC loves 0.618. So if we break out above the 47.6, we could be looking for a temporary rejection or even temporary correction depending on price action, volatility, volume, and all that good stuff, you know. And after that, we're going to reassess once we hit 0.618. But in the short term, bulls, you know, just have to keep an eye on 47.6, okay, for the you know, 47.600, right? So that's all I wanted to cover for BTC. We talked about the BTC dominance, and we talked about the BTC potential move all the way up to 58.666 and all that good stuff, right? And a potential breakdown if bears show up, we know 38K going to be a massive support for the bulls. So wouldn't be too bearish once we get there, okay? Wouldn't be too bullish neither if we hit like a 58, because we got to reassess after that, right? So now let's go ahead and move on to Tezos, right? Actually, let's take a look at Ether first before we talk about Tezos. So Ether price action is looking nice, okay? On a 3D basis, right? We did not break out neither below the 3D 21. So price action, it is still looking pretty juicy. As you guys, you know, can see it in front of you, right? What we said back then, like late August, what we were saying was like, if we get a close above 33.50, it is going to be a bull trend all the way up to 40, you know, 70, okay, 4070. We hit nearly, you know, 4027, okay, pretty close, okay, less than 2%, okay, within target, and got dumped right back down to 3050. And we talk about it, we said Ethereum, okay, the range 2850, okay, up to 3350 could be a, you know, a nice accumulation range for the bulls, okay? Just because we pump doesn't mean that we're not going to basically retrace down to retest support. So what I'm saying right now is like a pump up to 4K and retest the 3D21, okay? We've seen it multiple times right here, okay? We've seen it multiple times right there, right? We dumped 35%, guys. Guess what? We still pump all the way up to 4K after a retest of the 1300 range, right? We've seen it right here also, right? You know, we pump all the way up to 1400, right, and dump right back down to like a, you know, 1000, right? So I wouldn't be too bearish right now on Ether. Let's see over the next like a few days and so on if we can stay above the 3D21, and if that's the case, most likely bulls could be looking for high prices, okay, up to 5K, you know, up to 5K. But once again, I'm not calling for 5K right now. We got to get a breakout above 4K first, okay? If we get a breakout above 4K, yes, bulls gonna be in total control, okay? Downside support 2850. We talked about 2850 from our support right here when Ether was like, you know, just about like a low 2000. We said our biggest resistance going to be at 2850, okay? So 2850 temporary support. If we break it, we got 2500 support, right? So something to keep in mind regarding Ether, right? So now let's go ahead and move on to Tezos. So Tezos price action is looking juicy, as we said previously, right? When Tezos was right here, most bulls they wanted to give up, okay, and say, oh man, I'm gonna give up on my Tezos, everything is pumping and Tezos is not pumping. What I was saying is like, yes, Tezos is not pumping right now. However, guys, we at we at support right now. You take a look at the trend line support right here. That was basically our 2019 support, 2018, December 2018, January 2019 reaccumulation right here, right? Beautiful support. The March crash right there, just about like a $1. Okay, we dumped all the way down to $1, and we retested it back in December 2020 and retested it like July, August 2021. So the trend line right here, it is a long-term trend line, so we just have to respect it. If we get some sort of rejection right here, just about like $8 to $10, we still got our trend line right here over the next like a few weeks, few months, right? Something to basically keep in mind. I'm still bullish on Tezos. I know we're at resistance, but I think like we can break out all the way up to $80 over the next like a few months and so on. So to me, Tezos is a macro, a macro hold. It is not a short-term trade. Yes, if I get some short-term trade, I will post it. Like, the trade we had just about like a $3, right? 3.6, 3.9 range, all the way up to $6. Those type of short-term trade and all that good stuff. But the macro setups, the macro setup is, for a potential move all the way up to $80 over the next like a few weeks, few months, and so on, right? So now let's go ahead and move on to Link. So Link is looking good though, man. So let's take a look at Link on the 7 days basis. So Link kind of looked like a little bit like a CRV. I posted CRV yesterday before the breakout, because after I take a look at the the weekly time frame, we did not even break out below the weekly 21 EMA right here. Okay, even on CRV, right, we did break it but managed to close above it, right? So Link is in a similar situation, and we could see a potential move all the way up to 47 and high. So the range of $47 to $50, it is going to be our temporary resistance on the weekly basis. And guys, the dump right here, we talk about it on the lower time frame. I don't know if you guys recall it or not, but I don't know if you guys can recall the move we said right here, right there. Okay, what we said was like, we pumping, but we can still drop all the way back down to 24.25, right? And I was saying like, if Link is to basically drop all the way down to 24.25, it means like everything else will basically just dump. Okay, and that's exactly what happened right here. Okay, on the weekly basis, it looks pretty juicy. Okay, it looks pretty juicy, and we could see a potential move all the way up to 47. Our temporary support going to be 24.25 primary. Okay, primary support, just in case we do not break out right now and just have to basically reaccumulate later on before the next leg up to the upside. Okay, primary support, it is still going to be 24.25. Secondary support going to be 19 to 21 range, right? So keep an eye on Link. Short-term trend, it is still up, okay, till we get a clear bearish setup, right? So now let's go ahead and move on to Solana. So for Solana, we're going to take a look at Solana BTC. I know some people are talking about some type of food and all that good stuff. I'm not holding any Solana, so I'm just covering it, right? So what we're looking at right now, if we get any sort of food and you're looking to not financial advice, right? If you're looking to get into Solana, the best thing could be, like to wait for the weekly 21 EMA retest. All right, if we retest the weekly 21 EMA, it could be, it could be a good sign of a potential reversal after that, right? So something to keep in mind. That's all I wanted to cover for Solana. I just don't know at what price level we're going to retest the weekly 21, but if we do, that could be a short-term potential reversal after that. We could just wick down to it and basically continue the uptrend, right? But let's see if over the next like a few weeks we could see a potential retest of the weekly 21 EMA. As of now, the weekly 21 EMA, it is just about like 150,000 sats. Okay, 152677, right? So Now let's go ahead and move on to Uniswap. Okay, so Uni is looking nice, man. So as you can see right here, we did close below the 7 days 21 EMA, unlike a Link, right, and I think CRV. So but we're pushing back up above the weekly 21 EMA right here. Short-term resistance $30 right here. $30. Okay, that's going to be our short-term resistance. If we break out above it, we got 37 and 42. 37 being the primary resistance and 42 going to be the secondary resistance. Okay, support for for Uni is quite deep, all the way down to like a 16 to 17, right? So bulls still need to they still need to cover the downside just in case we do not break out above the $30 range. Okay, so but keep an eye on $30, right, over the next like a few days and so on. If we do not get a breakout above it, that could be nasty over the next like a few weeks. Okay, but we will see. Okay, the trend it is still up as of now, because we're getting back up above the weekly 21. So that could be a good sign going forward, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at CRV. So CRV above the weekly 21. I posted the CRV setup last night, right, before the breakout. As you can see, even in a short term, right, the short-term trade, what we were looking for was like the 2.8 to 2.9 resistance. Before the dump right here, we started saying, okay, we got support at $2. We were bullish on CRV since like when 1.8 1.9. So it pumped all the way up to our target. Okay, and we said, okay, right now we could be looking for a support at 2.0 to 2.1. okay, and got that support. Now we're looking for the next resistance up to basically 2.9. could correct in the short term before the next leg up to up to a 3.5 to a $4 range, right here. Right. So temporary support, it is still going to be $2. Okay, it can wick down, but just to get make sure to get in, you want to cover the upside, not the downside, because the trend, it is still up. So if you try to cover the downside too much, you might miss the entry and all that good stuff. I know it wicked down to 1.6, but can't control people panic selling and all that good stuff, right? So now let's go ahead and move on to BNB. So BNB short-term bullish. Let's take a look at it on the low degree, all right? So BNB in the short term, we got a bullish divergence right here, just like BTC. It is just moving slow, right? Sushi created the same setup but pumped like 15-20%. BNB is creating the same setup right here. Okay, double bottom, you can call it triple bottom. MACD, it is looking bullish, right? Take a look at the RSI right here. It is looking bullish. Beautiful double bottom right here, triple bottom, whatever you want to call it. So any short-term dump, right, back down to support, just about like a 3.390, 395, right, or even lower down to like a 385, could get bought up very quickly for a potential retest of 50% to 0.618, right? So on the 6 hour, we're getting rejected by the 6 hour 21. Not sure if like we're going to be able to close above it. We got like 4 minutes. Okay, we're most likely going to close above it, right? But let's see. Okay, so closing above the 6 hour 21 going to be a short-term bullish setup, even if we get a dump after that, right? So you could look at it as a descending triangle if you want to look at it like that also, right? Like that, you could look at it as a descending triangle. But as I said, okay, I said it previously, when you don't want to be basically trading a descending triangle, right, after a big dump most of the time, okay, because it could be a bottom formation. So we talked about it last year on EGLD, right? When EGLD was like at $7, making a bottom formation, like a looking like a descending triangle and all that good stuff, because we were trying to short it like I think like $7, something like that, and I was like, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let's just flip bullish. Okay, and we pumped that sucker like all the way up to like $15, $20, and so on. Right now EGLD is almost $300, right? So do not short a descending triangle bottom formation, okay, because it is not a descending triangle. You have to look at it differently. Your MACD is bullish, RSI is bullish, so you can call it a descending triangle and all that good stuff, right? Yes, the pattern is descending triangle, but your indicator is not calling for a dump and all that good stuff, right? So now let's take a look at BNB in terms of Fibonacci. Right here, Fibonacci, right there, right here, okay. 0.618 going to be up to 450, so it is going to be a short-term trade for the bulls to look for a potential move all the way up to 450. It is only going to be a 10% move, right? So so keep an eye on, okay, we just don't want to break out below 360. All right, that could basically invalidate the bottom formation and all that good stuff, right? So let me take a look at the chat room to see if you guys have any questions. Okay, Alam is saying like I think the BTC dominance will drop all the way down to 20 to 22%. Okay, that's possible. All right, it is possible. That's exactly what I tried to show you right here. That's exactly what I'm trying to show you. That's exactly what I've been trying to say, right? We could pump all the way up to 50% and dump all the way down to like a 35%. Why 35%? Because that's where we bottomed at. We can call anything lower than 35%. Okay, it could just be, I could just say that's your own opinion, right? But since like we never traded below 35%, we can't just say like, oh, we're gonna drop below 35%. So we just have to respect 35%, right? But yes, you're right, we could drop even lower than 20%, right? Just like you said, maybe retest of the 39. I don't know what you mean. Okay, yeah, it could retest the I mean, if that's what you're trying to say, it could retest the 39%, right? Before breaking out. Remember, alt are still bullish. Okay, most of these alt like a Link, Uni, all right, I just showed you BNB, they still got some upside potential. Even Ethereum still got some upside potential, but it could just be a 3 to 4 days breakout and then bang, okay, they move sideways and then BTC going to take over. We just don't know how the breakout going to going to take place. All we know is like we got a potential upside movement. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at PU in a house. If BTC will be going down to 37k, then I mean, if BTC is going down to a 37k, it means like the BTC dominance will be going up. Yes, and alt could suffer. Okay, if that's what you're asking. But once again, I'm not saying that's what will happen. Okay, you have to wait till BTC gives us a confirmation of a breakdown, okay, or a confirmation of a breakout, right? If not, you might just take the risk to say, hey, I don't care, since like the BTC dominance got a very high probability to pump to the upside, I might just reduce my alt exposure, right, and keep some BTC and wait and see what BTC will do. All right, that's also a good strategy, right? That's the safest one, right? So, but if you want to FOMO, you might be like, I don't care, I'm just gonna sit tight, relax, right? For the long-term hold, I don't think like it is going to be a big problem for BTC going up to 48k and dropping 48% and dropping down to a 35% and lower for the long-term hold. But for the short-term trades, you gotta be cautious, because if BTC breaks out, to the downside, right? It means like alt could dump like 20, 25, 30, or even 40%. And if you're leveraging, you're gonna get wiped out, right? If you don't have a stop loss. Mike M thought on WARP. We take a look at WARP. So guys, if you have any questions, just put it in the chat room. It's Reza in the house. When I talk about Wabi got a nice chart. We'll take a look at Wabi. Let's take a look at it's Reza. Wabi Wax. Okay, Wax. R&D. All right. PUPH dot Pundi X. So guys, I'm just trying to write down what you guys asking for, right? What you guys asking for, so I can go ahead and take a look at them, right? LTC for Mr. Jordan. Hey, what's up, Buzz? Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. XRP, definitely gotta take a look at XRP for all the moon boys. Atom, Cosmos, right? All right, so guys, if you have any alt you want me to take a look at, make sure to put it in the comment section and you know, in the chat room, so I can take a look at it, right? So we got you know, another 20 minutes to go probably, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at let's take a look at that. Let's get a fresh chart. Yeah, rock. WAP, not rock. Yeah, rock. Yeah, rock. Rock getting wrecked. Let's see. It is already breaking down. So we almost at 50% pullback right here. 0.618 going to be right around like a 485. Okay. 0.618 going to be just about like a 485. So keep an eye on you know, 740, and if we break out below 740, you got you know, 485 as your next support. Okay, it is just breaking down, so no sign of you know, correction or anything. Okay, it could just create a flat also by pumping to the upside up to 19. That's also possible. So we'll see over the next like a few days if we can get a support at 7.4, right? It is right now at 7.7, right? 7.7. So now let's take a look at Wabi. So Wabi BTC on a 3D basis. So I like the Wabi chart, right? But the problem with Wabi, I think I talked about it with a band, is like you just don't know. Okay, we got a nice parabolic move. Okay, if the BTC dominance is to pump to the upside, we're most likely going to see Wabi to retest the lows right here. Okay, retest the lows just by like a 200 sats, and after that we could be looking for a potential parabolic move to the upside and all that good stuff, right? So short term, just have to be cautious, right, and be ready to buy the dips, right? So now let's take a look at it in terms of right here, in terms of MACD and all that good stuff. Yeah, it looks nice. It seems like I was looking at a different chart. So right here it does look nice, right? But you just have to cover the downside, right? Just have to cover the downside all the way down to like a 250 to 200 sats, right? So and that could be a nice level to enter, right? Wax. Okay, I'm bullish on Wax. So I'm bullish on wax, right? Right here we already hit resistance and getting some sort of rejection, right? Just about like 800 sats. So primary support going to be just about like a 400 to 500 sats right there. Okay, let's change this to red. Okay, and if we get a breakout below 400 sats, we'll just suck it up, right, and look for a potential retest of right there. Okay, 200 to 100 sats range. Right there. Okay, all right, so primary support just about like a 450 500, right? Secondary support could be all the way down to 200 sats, right? So so keep an eye on it. We got a big move after the Binance listing and all that good stuff. So just basically try to digest the you know, the pump. So let's see over the next like a few days if we can basically stay above the 400 500 sats support, right? Upside target, it is going to be all the way up, guys, all the way up right here to like 1800, right, to 1700 sats right there. Just about like March 2019. Okay, March 2019 resistances, right? So we got our July, I think that's July, May right there, right? Resistances, right, all the way up to nearly 4,000. Okay, depending on volatility. So it got a big potential. The problem is like you just don't know how long it is going to be moving sideways. Okay, are we going to be doing something like that, right, you know, and breakout in 2022? We don't know. Okay, all we know is like the chart is looking bullish and we got a potential move all the way up to 1800 sats, right? So the lower we get it, the better it is going to you know, it is going to be, right? So let's move on to RDN. So RDN, it is still looking bullish. Beautiful move, right? Still a hold. Okay, still a good buy. Right now it is just about like a 1200 sats. I'm thinking like it could break out without retesting the 400 500 sats, right? It does look great. Okay, take a look at the MACD right here. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. A wick to the downside will confirm, right, the bullishness right there. Okay, price action making you know, a double bottom, MACD still pointing up. That's going to be a nice push to the upside over the next like a few days and so on, right? So we got potential target all the way up to 10,000 nearly. Okay, 9,500, right? So beautiful move, right there. Beautiful. It is going to be a beautiful move if we get the pump to the upside. So let's take a look at DOT. Hey, what's up, Clay? Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. Tracy in the house asking for Tel. So DOT, it is still looking good. We got a potential move all the way up to a 42. As I said, guys, DOT is you know, I mean, it is getting the job done. Okay, that's the only thing I can say about DOT. Even though we dump all the way down to 23, as we said, DOT and Link, keep an eye on 24 25. DOT dump all the way down to 23, and right now, guys, take a look at it from 23, okay, up to 37. It is a 60% move in less than 7 days. Okay, because we dumped last Tuesday. Okay, so if you've been panicking, I said it, guys, you can't be panicking. All right, you know, if you're looking for a long-term hold, you can't be panicking on a 15 to 20% dump. We talked about the shakeout. We said we're gonna get some sort of shakeout, so keep an eye on it, right? So the shakeout came, you can't be panicking because you knew we're gonna get one. Okay, but the upside trend, it is, the upside direction is still up. The upside direction is still up. Okay, so so something to keep in mind. We could retest 42 after hitting 42. We could be we could see some slight resistance up to $50. Okay, doesn't mean we're not gonna get to $50. It only means like from 42 to $50, it could take it could take a while to get there. It could get some hard resistances right before we hit $50, right? So keep an eye on 42, right, up to $50 for a potential sideways correction and all that good stuff, right? So hey, what's up, Brad? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Atom, yeah, we're gonna take a look at Atom, Pablo. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Atom for Pablo Escobar. I mean S crypto. So Atom, guys, if you've been following us like since when, at least like since October, December, right there. Okay, we were calling for Atom, Atom price breakout all the way up to like a $25-30. So Atom previous accumulation range was just about like a $4 to $5, just like a Dot. Okay, Dot accumulated last year, right? We were accumulating somewhere around like a $3 to $6. Okay, and we said we're going to be pumping all the way up to $15. Once we hit $15, we upgraded our target up to $30, $40, right? So sometimes you just got to be patient with these alt when they're moving sideways. You got to recognize it. So you got to be like, okay, are we breaking out, or are we basically just moving sideways? If you can define the direction, you should not even trade it. Okay, you should not even like look at the chart. You got to be able to define the direction before you take a position, right? So right now Atom is looking good. Nice breakout to the upside, broke out above resistance, right? We could be looking for 1.27 at $48. Okay, 1.41 going to be up to $58. So sucker is pretty Julish, man. So but I like Atom BTC. Okay, I think Atom BTC, I'm more confident with Atom BTC, right? So let's take a look at Atom BTC right here. That's what we said in my premium, right? Above the 63,000, it is going to be a bull trend, and next resistance, it is going to be all the way up to 190k sats. So it is very, very Julish. Okay, very, very Julish. It is going to be another 150% move, right, in BTC if we basically stay above the trend line right here. Could we dump again and retest it right here? That's possible. If the BTC dominance pumps all the way up to 48, most likely Atom will retrace down to like a 45,000, let's say 40 to 45,000 before the next move to the upside, right? But all we know right now is like the entire move right here was just a correction. So we haven't seen yet a parabolic move for Atom. That's why I'm very bullish on it. Okay, we haven't seen yet a parabolic move, right? So still bullish. So let's go ahead and move on to Pundi X. Man, I forgot the ticker for Pundi X. Let's see. It's not XRP. Let's just go ahead and take a look at XRP, because I can remember Pundi X ticker, right? So XRP, it is still correcting right here. As we said, $1 to 105 going to be our temporary support. We did get the support exactly as we needed to, right? We needed XRP to stay above $1. Okay, dropping below $1, yes, you could be trying to catch a knife and all that good stuff, try to pick the bottom, but it is not going to work in this market trying to pick the bottom and all that good stuff, right? The most important thing is like just to respect support. If it goes below support, you don't have no control about it, right? You just buy at support. Okay, so support right here, just about $1. We still could be pumping all the way up to 195, and I said it before, guys, if we get a breakout above $2 for XRP, that could be it for the bears. Okay, done deal. Okay, they most likely going to be dead, and we could be pumping all the way up to some crazy prices, right? Next macro target for XRP, it is almost at $13 to $15. Anything anything below $2, it is, we could say just accumulation. Okay, just accumulation. I know most people are gonna be like, oh, I'm waiting for 85. Yes, we could get 85, we could get 75, but on a macro scale, if we're going to get a bull market continuation, it is very risky, right, to wait for anything, below 85, right? So let's try to break out above 195, and after that, we're going to take a look at the, the next resistance and all that good stuff, right? So keep an eye on XRP over the next like a few days and so on, right? Hey, what's up, Pablo Escripto? Sen Moon Boy. So Sen is a moon boy in a bull market, right? And a doom boy in a bear market. I don't know where my doom boy is at. I don't see any more doom boys. Strax. Take a look at the Strax. All right. So give me the ticker for Pundi X, okay? It's not showing up. I can't remember the ticker for Pundi, right? Okay, it's right here. Found it. So Pundi X kind of look like ICP a bit, and like media, right? Media network. We didn't get the double bottom right here, so kind of a bit of a problem. If we had the double bottom, I would be confident to say the trend could be pushing higher, but since we didn't get a double bottom, let's try to respect support at 0.618 right here. Let's see what Nachi is saying. Okay, so 0.618 going to be right here, right? Just about like a 95 cents. If we drop low, if we break out above $2, bang, you got it all, buddy. Right here, it's all yours. Okay, up to basically a 350. Right. So it is a very easy chart, right? Support at 95 to $1.10. Right, just like XRP, right? And upside short-term target going to be all the way up to 340 to 350, right? MACD doesn't have enough history to rely on the 3D MACD. Yeah, sell volume is low on the 3D, so that's a good sign. It could possibly mean like we're not going to get a dump all the way down to $1. Okay, it could be just a dump all the way down to like $1.30 before the reversal. But I like the sell volume on the 3D basis. It means like it is still a hold on the 3D basis, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at Telcoin. Yeah, so Telcoin is looking it is retesting support right here, just about 15 cents. I think we talked about it like few days ago. Okay, so it looks juicy. Okay, it looks juicy with the double bottom right here. Did not break out all the way up to 3 cents, right? It's not 15 cents, right? 3 cents, right? Did not break out, but we still could be looking for a potential move all the way up to 3 cents, right here. Okay, the entire move right here was just a correction. Okay, so the move right here could be a breakout, and 0.618 guys going to be at 4.5 cents, right? So downside support, if we get a breakout to the downside, could be double bottoming. Okay, I know it sounds harsh, but just have to cover the downside, right? Just have to cover the downside. But as of now, I like it, right? Looks good. It looks a little bit like a compound, right? Let's take a look at compound. I think comp USDT. Yeah, similar structure. It looks like compound. So as you can see, it is moving with compound, right there. I was kind of bullish a little bit on compound right here before the dump. I was looking. I did not basically mess with it, because I was still saying like we could get the flat right here, right? So compound, it is still also pretty bullish if we can stay above above this range of 343, you know, 343.50, right? Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at Stratos. Let's take a look at it on a 3D. I mean, it is bullish, man. Like, yes, I could say, hey, I got 5-way structure right there, right? You got your 5 waves and you got your pullback. You could still say, hey, we could get some sort of rejection right here and retest the bottom. That's possible, but as of now, I don't see any indication of a potential pullback right here. The only indication we could say is like the BTC dominance is about to break out. That's all, right? But if we break out above this range, you could be looking for your 1.41 up to 1.41, okay, extension, which is going to be $7 to $8 range right here, right? $7 to $8. Right? So immediate support, we need to stay above right here, okay? Just about like a 180 to 215. Okay, below 180 to 215, run away. I'm just joking, but 180, 215 to 180, right? Let's say 185 just to cover the upside, right? All right, yeah. So 215 to 185 going to be immediate support, and the breakout support could be up to a 8.5, guys. And if that's the case, we could just say that's wave 1, that's our wave 2, and this could be just like a part of wave 3. It's not even going to be, we can't just say that's wave 3, we just say part of wave 3. I don't have time to go through a detailed analysis, right, about 1.618 and all that good stuff, because 1.618, it is going to be almost at $74. I wouldn't be looking for 1.618. The most I would be looking for is like, you know, probably like a 1.27. Okay. $1.27 right here at $29. Okay. The reason why I wouldn't look for 1.618 is like, it did not pull back all the way down to like a 618 or lower. You see what I'm saying? So I think it just pulled back to a 50% pullback. Let's just remove all this noise. Let's see. That's my first time doing analysis on this trade, but it looks nice. Yes, it did pull back all the way down to a 50% pullback. So I can't just say, oh, we're going to be pumping all the way up to 1.618. If we did, let's say we did a dump all the way down to a 30 cents and so on, I would be looking for a 1.618 extension to the upside. Okay, what I mean by that is like swing low to swing high, down to swing low again, all right, down to swing low again. I would be looking for like a $27 right there, 1.618. all right. So which is basically the same thing as looking for 1.27 from current level right here. Okay, 1.27 is just about like, let's say, you know, $29-30, right? Right there. Okay, so 1.27 is right there at $30, $29, which would be 1.618 if we did dip all the way down to a 30 cents. You see what I'm saying? So you can't just jump in and say, oh man, I'm going to 1.618. You're gonna get wrecked. Okay, you're gonna get wrecked. Okay, which one? Filecoin, Stratos, more historical data. On Bittrex. Okay, let's take a look at it on Bittrex. Yeah, I mean, this sucker been around. Oh, Stratos, come on man, I know Stratos, man. I haven't analyzed it for a while. Yeah, so basically that's what we just said. You know, we got a 5-wave pullback down. We could be looking for a move all the way down. And if you take a look at Stratos, all-time high is almost at what, $20. So going all the way up to like a $50, $40 is not, you know, it's not basically unrealistic, right? So something to basically keep in mind, right? Peter Ting in the house, thanks a lot for tuning in, Peter. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Luna. Luna is not part of my agenda, man, for some reason. This guy just keep on pumping like Tater. So Luna, I think we talked about Luna back then, okay? But what I'm saying is, like, if I remember well, what we talked about, what we said regarding Luna is like, it is still bullish, right? You could still get some, you could get a potential wedge pattern, right? And still, you know, be pumping to the upside, and your MACD could be pointing down. However, at some point you're gonna get a big dump, okay? Just like what happened to BTC, right? You're gonna get a big dump, so you gotta be ready for that, right? And reaccumulate the dips. So as of now, still bullish, low sell volume. Looks like we still got a nice support at the daily, at the 2-day 21 EMA, not the daily, right here, okay? So as long as we can stay above the 2-day 21, right, I wouldn't worry too much, okay? Just like Solana right here. Solana. Yeah, as long as we can stay above the 2-day 21, I wouldn't worry too much. I know we're starting to get some food. I'm not holding any Solana, right? But all I'm saying is, based on charting, it is above the 2-day 21. MACD, it is still bullish. Yes, you could try to get out early. However, you don't want to FOMO if it pumps above like a $250 to $300, okay? I'm not saying it will. As I said, when Solana was right here, I was like, no need to be doing anything, right? I remember when Solana was like, I think like a $60, and I was telling you like, no need to do anything, because if you jumped in anywhere around like during the anywhere around like the accumulation range, and right now we're above all-time high, no need to do anything. Just huddle and wait for price action to start like violating the 21 EMA on a 2-day basis, and you're gonna be like, oops, it's time to get out before I get wrecked, right? But if you want to get out early, right, I'm not saying to get out right now or get in. All I'm saying is, based on my strategy, I don't see anything bearish as of now, okay? On a 2-day basis, 6 hour to 1 hour and all that good stuff, it is going to be a different strategy. You look at different, you're going to be looking at different moving averages and all that good stuff. But as of now, it can dump all the way down to the 2-day 21, which is at 115, 114, and gives you another basically pump to the upside, and you're going to be FOMOing, right? So still looking good on a 2-day basis, right? Hey, what's up? Excuse me, guys. What's up, Tyler? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Hey, Sam, do you think like we're gonna bounce here to a 0.618, then drop all the way down to some crazy prices? I don't know which art you talking about, which coin you talking about, BTC, Ethereum, Litecoin, what, Solana, whatever. Okay, maybe you're talking about BTC. Let's go ahead and take a look at BTC. Okay, so BTC, if you follow my announcement, right, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So for those of you guys who haven't joined my public Discord, make sure to join the public Discord. If you want to upgrade to the premium term, you can just send me a message and you can get the premium macro setups and all that good stuff, the weekly updates and all that good stuff, right? So I think it was like yesterday, right there, Okay, what I was saying was like BTC is under accumulation just by like a 43 to 44 support, right? Current price 44.6, and the 6-hour MACD has crossed bullish and creating a bull divergence, right? So short-term resistance, it is going to be 46,900 up to 47,600. Okay, 47,600, it is below 0.618, right? So you could try to front run the price and not try to get the highest point, right? Because you're most likely going to get in trouble at one point, right? Trying to do that. So what was this guy, Link? Oh yeah, Link is looking juicy, man. I'm telling you, it is looking very juicy, just like Litecoin. The setup we had on Litecoin right here. Remember when Litecoin was trading between 185, 170 and all that good stuff? Let's go back to the chart before the moon boy missed the Link pump. So remember when what we had regarding Litecoin, right? When Litecoin was trading between 185 to 161, right? What we said was that we're gonna pump. Okay, we know we're gonna pump Litecoin and Filecoin. We knew exactly we were gonna pump. So this setup right here is one of my favorite setup. However, if it fails, it could pump all the way up to like, let's say $40 and dump right back down right here to like a 23, 25 range again. Okay, and create this pattern right there. Okay, create this W, you know, I like to call it fake flat, right? Sometimes they do something like that, right? So best thing to do is like whenever you basically notice the pattern, you want to buy at the, you know, you want to buy a support. So you're not gonna get wrecked buying like the breakout. With this pattern, I don't buy the breakout. I buy the support. Okay, that way I'm safe. Okay, that way I feel safer. So let's go back to the chat room. Neo seems to be lagging. Neo is not lagging. I gave you a macro analysis regarding Neo. Go ahead and check it. Go ahead and check out the macro analysis for Neo. Okay, so Neo right here. Where are you, Neo? I'm pretty sure that's not it. Let's do this. Give me 1 second so I can find a chart for Neo. Let's do this. Forget about this, guys. Let's just do this for now. Oh, I don't know what happened to the chart, man. The sucker. Okay, I think that is it right here. All right. Okay, so Neo is not lagging behind. We're about to get a breakout. Okay, it's not lagging behind. So you might be just analyzing Neo on you know, on a low degree and all that good stuff, but if you take a look at Neo on a macro scale, guys, from the March dump, right, just by like a $4, it pumped nearly over 3,500%. Okay, that's a lot. So if you just pay attention to the hourly, you know, daily or even weekly time frame, you're gonna be like, man, Neo is lagging behind. But if you bought it anywhere around like you know, back in November, you know, October, November, December, it did, you know, it did pump a lot. Okay, it pumped like over 700%, right? And it is still doing pretty well. It is above the 3 weeks 21 EMA. If you take a look at it on a monthly basis, we're still above our monthly 21 EMA. Yes, it is not breaking out like 200%, 300% in like a month, but the most important is like it is getting the job done. Okay, our macro target for NEO, remember we talked about NEO 250 when NEO was like a $25. Our last NEO macro update back in January, something like that, right? And it pumped all the way up to $141, right? So now I'm upgrading the NEO upside target. We could be pumping all the way up to $500 to $600, which is going to be 1.27 to 1.41, right? I'm not saying we're going to do it right now, but we do have a potential to pump all the way up to a $500 to a $600 over the next like a few months, right? So it is a macro analysis. The problem with that is like we still got a support. We still got support somewhere around like 25, right here. Let's take a look at it on the 3 weeks. Okay, we still got support somewhere around like a 27 to $20 mid-range, 25 give or take, right? And if that support holds, right, we could be saying goodbye. Okay, we could be saying goodbye. Once again, I'm not saying we will drop down there, right? But you just want to keep an eye on it just in case you can grab some cheaper NEO around like a $25, $27, right? So dropping all the way down to a $3 could be really, really bad, right, for NEO, but anything can happen in this market. Okay, actually $6 to $8 right there. So you got to be open-minded also, just in case you got some extra funds and you're gonna be like, okay, if I see NEO at $8 to a $6 range, I'm definitely gonna be grabbing some, right? But the upside potential, it is still there as long as we stay above support line right here, right? $4, the $500, $600 target, it is still there. Okay, because remember, it is an extension, so the extension doesn't care how long it takes to get there. If NEO does something like that, let's see if we get, let's see, we do something like that, right? Bump back up to like a 140, 150, drop back down to $20, bump back up to a 170, drop back down to $20. The extension doesn't care at all because price action is still in range. Okay, it is still in range. Okay, the extension starts from this point right here up to that point and down here. Okay, and if you take a look at it on CoinGecko, let's take a look at it right here. Okay, so if you take a look at it on CoinTrader.pro, we do have a a better chart in terms of history, right? So we can basically use the previous bull market and all that good stuff, and the extension of the previous bull market, not even one-to-one, right, but just like 0.618 extension of the previous bull market, it is going to take us all the way up to like a $550 to a $600 right there. Okay, so the extension of this move, right, to the downside. Okay, if we do a swing low, swing high, down to swing low, 60% of this move, right, going to take us up to basically a $600 give or take. Okay, one-to-one extension gonna take us all the way up to like 11,000, which I don't want to talk about right now. So let's try to focus let's try to focus on the shorter term target up to a $600 first, right? I don't think we will get there anytime soon, right? So no need to waste energy. Hey, what's up, Mason? Thanks a lot for tuning in. The whole market seems like it is about to crash, says Mr. Copter. I mean, that's possible, right? We will see. Let's go ahead and take a look at Loom BTC. So Loom BTC, it is still looking very juicy. As you can see, if you guys been following me last year, right, since last year, back in August, September, right, we talked about Loom, AGI, ELF. They did phenomenal. They did like a they give us some phenomenal pump last year. Okay, AGI, Loom, ELF, Waves, Qdom, Algo. Okay, last August, right? So you take a look at Loom. It is lagging. Okay, it is lagging. Okay, it moves like a AGI. Right now it is AGI X. Okay, so if you type in AGI on CoinMarketCap, you're not gonna be able to find it, right? So you gotta put AGI X. So Loom, it is just about like a 200 sats right now. Okay, we still got target up to 1,000 sats, which is going to be July 2019 resistance, right? Right there. So still got a potential 3 to 5x pump, you know, if we get the proper setup, right? Proper volume action, right? So support going to be right here, all the way down to like a 70 to 120 sats, right there. Okay. But we talk about RDN. We already talked about RDN, Mr. It's Razor. So RDN, we talk about RDN upside potential. It is still going to be up to a 9,500 sats. Okay, support right here, just about like a 500, right, to a 300 sats. Okay, so if we get a BTC breakout to the upside, we definitely could be retesting the 350, 400 sats right here. Okay, before pushing to the upside. However, if we get more buying pressure, we might not need to retest the 300 sats. We could be just pumping. And 300 sats, it is, I mean, it is a big move from 1200 sats. So it could be a week, but as I said, it is a long-term hold. Like, you know, I wouldn't worry too much. Would just accumulate right here. GRT. So GRT 7 days cycle is looking to a breakout again. So give it few more weeks, few more days to give us a breakout above the weekly 21. We pull back all the way down to let's do this. Yeah, we pull back all the way down to a 0.618. Now we try to get back above the 21 EMA on a weekly basis. Resistance is going to be just about like a 160. Okay, starting at 160, we're going to start to see some resistances, right, all the way up to right here, $2. So support, it is still going to be at 0.618, which is going to be 60 cents, right here. So pretty volatile chart, right? CELR. I'm pretty sure you mean CELR, right? No, CERE. Okay, that's the same thing, right? CELR. So CELR was one of our top pick. Okay. CELR looking pretty juicy. Okay. So based on USD, right? Next upside target going to be almost at 23 cents. Okay, CELR USD. I don't know if I shared this chart before because I only talk about CELR BTC. So I don't think I shared that chart before. So but CELR BTC, look at it, buddy. Beautiful. Okay, clean chart, doesn't have too much noise, looking pretty juicy. Double top, double bottom, bang. Okay, 250 going to be temporary support, temporary resistance right there. Okay, up to 250. It could even go higher, up to like a 300 sats depending on volatility, but you know, starting at 220, right? And guys, this chart, like I talk about this chart like when, guys, back in, let's see, back in November, December, right? That's when I sent this setup, and take a look at it, guys. This guy is looking so juicy, man. It is a macro target, guys. That's what you get. That's what you get with Send Crypto, right? So it is still a hold till we hit at least 250, right? To take some profits, because we could pump all the way up to 500 sats, right? I'm expecting more pump, but we will see. All right, we will see. Let's go ahead and Bitcoin trading. Hey, is that dirt? Let's take a look at Atom. I'm pretty sure if that's dirt, right, you want to see Atom BTC, right? If you don't know who Doug is, let me make sure if that's Doug first, right? So Atom BTC, I updated my premium term Atom BTC for a macro breakout, right? If we can basically stay above the white trend line right here, right? So still looking for a potential move all the way up to like 170 to 190 sats. Right, that's a macro target. We do have a horizontal resistance right here. So if the BTC dominance breaks out, we could be seeing another retest of the trend line right here, somewhere around like a 45,000 sats to a 50,000 sats, give or take, right? Depending on volatility. But I like the correction right there, just like CELR, you know, just like a H bar, right? They all got a similar, you know, similar correction. Atom correction is just longer in terms of timing, right? The double top, double bottom right there. Okay, and breakout. Okay, if we go ahead and take a look at H bar, bang. Okay, same exact setup. Okay, H bar, that's a premium setup also. H bar we got in our premium right here, guys, January. Okay, just about like 100 sats, guys, 100 sats. Right now we're above 1,000 sats. Okay, hey, what's up, Doug? It's Doug. Doug. Okay, I think Doug, right? Thanks a lot for tuning in, Doug. So guys, make sure to check out Bitcoin trading. You know, he's been doing it long enough, okay, since like a 2014, something like that, 2015. If you go back, check his old videos, right? So thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. It's been a while, and you know, we didn't see you make some videos, so we were missing you, man. So hopefully everything is fine with you. Yeah, so let's go back to Atom. Yeah, to me, Atom, it is still a hold on a high time frame. I know you like to trade the 12-hour and all that good stuff, but on the high time frame, it is still a hold, right? Yeah, we got our 3D21. It is right now at 46,000 sats, so MACD looking pretty jullish. No sign of a reversal yet, but our side right here on the 3D basis might be cooling down. Okay, so it means like any dumps right here could get bought up very quickly. Jacob, we just talked about CELR like 2 minutes ago. QSP, let's go ahead and take a look at QSP. So QSP, I'm very bullish on it. Okay, I know if Doug check this chart, he's gonna be very bullish on it too, right? So very bullish on QSP on the 3D basis, right? Right here we above our 3D21. And if you guys remember, once again, I'm just gonna have to repeat it again. Back in 2020, right, May, June, 2020, what we were saying was like altcoin above the 3D 21, they're going to be going crazy. All right, so again, QSP is above the 3D 21. MACD, it is still bullish, right? We're moving sideways with low volume on a 3D basis, so it is just noise as of now. Yes, we do have support all the way down to 60 sats. So something to just keep in mind if you're holding for long term, right, and waiting for the big move over the next like a few weeks, few months, right? So it is not a short term analysis, it is a macro analysis, and I think we're gonna get it because if you take a look at IDEX, I talked about IDEX before. Similar chart, okay, right there. Take a look at IDEX. Bang. Okay, beautiful, beautiful pump. So that's a pump I'm expecting from QSP. Not sure if you're gonna get it, but I'm still I'm bullish on it on a macro view. Okay, take a look at it right here. Beautiful. Okay, 1700% move, guys, in less than 10 days. All right, take a look at it on a 10-day candle, guys. This guy just gave us what we were looking for. I mean, actually, I didn't take the trade, I was waiting for the QSP, but this guy pumped, right? But I had both set up ready, just chose to take the QSP, but this guy just got the job done. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at XRP and AMP next, right? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at XRP. Let's take a look at XRP BTC on a macro scale. So XRP BTC on a macro view, it is still looking bullish. It is at the bottom versus BTC. Take a look at it on Pundi X. Okay, so if you take a look at XRP BTC on the macro view, it is at the rock bottom, guys. So I know we talked about XRP dumping all the way down to 500 sats last year, and we dumped all the way down to 600 sats. Okay, pretty close, right? So what we're looking at right now is like, can we get a close above the monthly 21? Okay, once we get a breakout on the monthly basis, guys, next resistance is going to be almost at 10,000 sats. All right, so XRP, it is, you know, it is under accumulation. So let's see if we can get a close above you know, right around like a 3,000 sats within the next like a few months, right? MACD, it is looking bullish, okay, on a monthly basis, right? Looking very, very juicy, right? So let's see, any dump down to you know, 500, 800 sats and all that good stuff, because if the BTC dominance is to pump to the upside, most likely all these alt are going to retest support, right? So, and that could be a quick dump and followed by a quick move to the upside, right? If that's the case. Hey, what's up, IML? Thanks a lot for tuning in. So that's your analysis for XRP. So I think we talked about every, you know, all the coins you guys requested, right? All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm just gonna call it a day. So be safe out there. Keep an eye on your alt, right? Because the BTC dominance could be doing something crazy over the next like a few weeks and so on. If it pumps to the upside, most likely alt going to suffer. If it dumps down below 39%, we're gonna see some altcoin altcoin moves to the upside and all that good stuff, right? So be safe out there. Thanks a lot for watching.